ESPN's one of the only media outlets that still isn't going D2C. Um, a lot of the NFL games are still on their cable networks and not on their streaming networks. Whereas in Peacock and all the others have really gone all in on their streaming. Um, I get it why. I get why, but they're saying that it still doesn't make sense in terms of revenue. Just yet, they're still making enough money from the cable side. Do you think that would also be hurting them?
I think at some point, you're going to see, um, you know, appointment TV. It was at one point you were trying to TiVo proof everything, and now, you're just trying to get people. Sports is still the one live event that people will schedule around to watch and see because they kind of want to see it and mainly because if you record it and want to watch it without knowing about it, you'll already know about the result by the time you watch it anyway. So, the
Exactly.
suspense is always gone. So you kind of do have some appointment programming, but what I do think at some point here in the very near future is that uh, the cable component is going to be is going to move over, and we're going to see sports get carved out. And I think sports gets carved out into its own subscription, its own package. We're not going to see, a direct TV bundle package, that has, ESPN's not going to be included in a base package anymore. I think it's going to be, premium, or it's going to be a, part of a much bigger, or a much more, um, you know, straight to consumer type of, because I think a lot of people are now, consuming so much more, out of the home. And so, I think it'll be something that'll be really interesting to watch. But I think that ESPN is trying like hell to to stay, part of these cable packages right now because they don't know it. They don't know anything else. Um, but I think eventually they're going to have to get nimble. They're going to have to, take plus, take their 30 for 30s, take their Sports Center, take all the other stuff that's made them successful, and go direct to you and me, and if we want it. And here's the question that they and the reason they probably haven't done it is because they still don't have the answer. Is I, I don't know that I'm going to buy it to watch Sports Center. Only reason I'm going to buy something is going to be to watch live content. I don't need to buy it to watch highlights because I can go to Twitter, I can go to TikTok and get all the highlights I want. The
Exactly.
only thing that I'm going to buy, that justifies, my dollar is going to be the live event itself. So they've got to find a way to, package, those other assets into, their live content. And again, goes to the partnership, component of, with the league, push
Could
that.
could could this be a conflict of interest or a monopoly? DOJ knocking on their doors?
Oh, I don't know that it'd be again. I still think TBS will, the TNT packages will still have their games. I don't think that they'll be exclusive with the leagues, but I do think their model will lend itself to, um, again, being able to have that partnership. And who knows, uh, TBS and TNT, uh, the Foxes of the world, maybe they step up and have a similar conversation as part of their league rights deal. It's a monkey see, monkey do world. If one does it, then someone else has got to at least
Try.
try it
Yeah.
and see how they can do it. And maybe again, and like you said, ESPN and then Fox and CBS and NBC all kind of have a stream component that maybe they can kick into it. But I don't see an all exclusive partnership where everything goes there. But I do think it's viable and a conversation that is going to need to be explored for long-term survival.
Well, just so people get an idea of the cable numbers and why ESPN is still reluctant. So 10 years ago they had 100 million cable subscribers. Now they're down to 74 million. So they're still a pretty formidable force, really. If you look at it, the only thing that concerns me is that are they missing out on, the innovation side, technology side of things when it comes to streaming? Because every time you move something from cable to streaming, there's a huge adjustment that has to happen. And like, let's say, for example, Amazon's one of the biggest technology companies in the world, but they still use NBC to stream their Thursday night games. So they're pretty much white labeling NBC Stream. So it just goes to show you that there's a lot more involved than what we think and see. Even these big companies who have changed the world with the cloud and the e-commerce and so on and so on, even they struggle. So I think just that it just worries me that gap, that they're going to have to somehow fill that gap and catch up. But that's their problem.
All right. Well, yeah. It again. There's a lot to keep our eye on as it relates to this, and certainly as those negotiations start to pick up, I'm sure we'll have. It's a topic we will come back to and see if we were right or whether we were wrong.
Absolutely, the ever-changing world of sport. I mean, it never deems to fight to entertain us. We are pretty much at the end now, and as we do at the end of every single show, I hand it over to you, Rob, for some words of wisdom.
Well, I don't know if it's as much words of wisdom, but we've got hard to believe that we're coming to the month of August. We've got NFL training camps kicking off. We've got trading deadline for Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is going to stay with the Angels for the rest of the year. They're going to roll the dice. He did something spectacular yesterday, throwing a shutout in the first game, hitting 2 home runs in the second game. Again, just we're talking about GOAT performances. I mean, there's a guy that's playing at a whole different level as at the plate and on the mound. Their team is still woefully. Baseball's version of Messi is playing in Los Angeles right now, and he can't dig his team out of the cellar. Look, we've got college football on the cusp. We've got the NFL, fast approaching. So for us to have been able to cover, what's happening in MLS, what's happening in Major League Baseball, what's happening, around, some of the other world of sport. The PIF making their overtures towards the Open Championship. Many of the themes that we've been talking about will continue to evolve here over the weeks and months ahead. So my friend, I look forward to our future conversations. Know that we will continue to have fun watching Lionel Messi make news, and again look forward to our conversations in the weeks ahead as this great business and the world of sport provides us with not only some great topics, but in some cases some really intriguing and interesting business matters that are going to evolve.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. That's episode 31. All done, dusted, and finished. Thank you very much, Rob. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you all next week.
Take care.